So we're getting ready to go into our series of training. Basically how we want to deliver this program is we didn't want to just put together a bunch of random exercises that look cool and that were really hard. We want to put together a progressive system for you, something that's fairly simple, but a system that you can follow and that you can progressively get throughout the weeks and see some improvement. We wanted to make sure you didn't need a lot of equipment, so most of this stuff that we're doing, we want to try to minimize the usage of equipment. So most of it's going to be body weight. You might use a towel, you might use a water bottle for some cones, just real simple stuff that everybody has, and something again that's going to be a little bit more progressive. Also, we're going to have a workout A and a workout B for the week. Again, we're trying to keep this as simple as possible. So workout A, you'll do Mondays and Wednesdays. Workout B, you'll do Tuesdays and Thursdays. And like Fridays, you can use to do conditioning and things like that. And we'll give you ideas on things that you can do to train that energy system and continue to push that envelope. So the first thing we're going to start off with today is our plyometric series. One of the most essential things in doing plyometrics is learning the landing mechanics. Landing mechanics are everything. If you're doing tons of jumping and you're landing with your knees going forward and you're landing on your toes and you're bending over at your waist and all those things, the more and more you do that stuff, the more and more you increase your chance of injury. So one of the series of exercises that we like to do is a snap down series where it works on body control, isometric strength, all those little things that'll help you become a more dynamic jumper. So the first thing we're gonna do is a snap down and stick jump, all right? So, Jordan's gonna perform this exercise. Accelerate fast, pause for a second, explode up. Give me another one. Come down fast, sit back on the heels, explode up. One more time. Coming up, reaching as high as he can, down quick. Stick that landing, making sure he's landing on his feet, hips behind him, chest slightly leaning forward. The next thing we're gonna do is snap down to a split. Off again. Notice on that split, when he splits, his feet is like 1 foot behind the other. Toe in line with heel, explode up, land in that same position. When he lands, most of his weight is landing on that lead leg, landing soft. You never hear his feet hit the ground. The next exercise we have is snap stick into a 90-degree jump. On body control, landing soft, hips behind him, returning to his start position. Next thing, so that's going to be our Plyo series. So at the beginning of our Plyo series, so you're going to work through that series, and at the end of this presentation, we're going to give you guys a spreadsheet that shows you the sets and reps, so that you know exactly what your work volume is. The next set of exercises that we're focusing on is vertical explosion. So the next thing we're gonna do is just a basic vertical jump 4 times, but with the pause at the bottom of that vertical jump. Here we go. Stick it. And again, the emphasis is on my landing mechanics. When I hit the ground, are my hips behind me? Am I landing on my whole foot? How well am I absorbing that impact? Means the world. The next thing we got is split squat with the pause. Landing on the same leg you took off with. And rest. That's good. And then the last thing we have is single leg Romanian deadlift jumps. Trying to get stable on each jump. On this Romanian deadlift, make sure you allow this back leg to guide you in your movement. And rest. So what I mean when I say allow that back leg to guide you in your movement, as you go into that RDL, notice he doesn't start bending over at his chest until that leg gets a certain height. All right, so a lot of times we like to start bending over at the waist before that leg gets high enough. So whenever I do an RDL, my points of emphasis is to always make sure I keep a linear line from my ankle, knee, shoulder, hip. So no matter how high I get, I always stay in that straight line.